There is a bit of a Stardew Valley trend going on right now, and I think it's about my turn to try this. Also, I just want to quickly thank all the channels that have done this challenge before. So, Wallygug, Charlie Barley, Ring Queen, Red Tam. I hope I said all those names right. I probably didn't. And many other YouTubers who have done this challenge before. And I especially want to thank Therm for giving me advice on if I should do this challenge or not. Alright, now on to day 1. Day 1, the iconic thumbnail day. Like everyone else, I opened the mayor's stupid gift, cleared an area on my farm, and planted the parsnip seeds. I also gathered enough wood to make a chest, because any sane human would do that when playing Stardew Valley. Then I headed into town and failed at social interaction. This is hitting way too close to my IRL life. I went back to my farm and decided to go on a mixed seed hunt to maybe get me a little extra value later on, which it didn't. Then I went to bed. Day 2. I started my day with watering crops. I can't be lazy just yet. And I got a letter from Willie to head down to the beach. I got my fishing rod and decided to find a nice spot in the forest to fish. I ended up finding some spring onions, which I kept handy for more energy while fishing. After an okay day of fishing, I brought some of the fish back to my farm to sell, and kept the remaining ones in case I needed them later. Then, bedtime. Day 3. It was raining, because, well, yes. I decided I would go out and look for artifacts and fish a bit. I ended up finding a chipped amphora, I probably didn't say that right, which I donated to the museum. Also, I got the geode cutscene from the trash can. That's a first. I hope that doesn't say anything about my run. Now, I got a limestone, so I donated that too. At this point, I decided that one of my main goals in these 100 days would be to unlock the sewers and start buttering up Krobus so he can live with me, because everybody else is... I decided to go back to the fishing spot I went to yesterday, and I caught a shad. At this point, I remembered you can catch eels on rainy days at the beach. I ended up with a lot of seaweed, but I did get an eel and a bonus flounder. I went home, collected some wood, and went to bed. Day 4. Woke up, watered crops, and then I decided to head to town. I bought some seeds that I might have to use for the community center and went home to plant them. Then I fished for a bit. Unfortunately, I had to talk to some people, and I was expecting a peaceful night on my farm until I was hit with the fact that I turned monster spawns on. At first, I just had to deal with an earth golem and a slime, but then the bats came. I couldn't handle it anymore, but I had to plant one last seed. Once I planted it, I ran for my life back into my house and into bed. Day 5. It was a very lucky day today, and today is the days that the mines open up. I also got my dog, which I gave it a very uncreative name, but it was hard to resist. I harvested my parsnips that were ready and watered my remaining crops. Then I gathered what I would need for going to the mines and headed up there. I got my stupid rusty sword. You know, that could be a danger. Why do we get a rusty sword? And headed in. It was going pretty good, and I was able to reach floor 5 easily. I also found a lot of copper and even got a club. That seriously helped me against slimes. I managed to reach floor 10 then, and I decided to head home because I didn't have much energy left. I built a furnace, organized my stuff a bit better, because from experience when I don't organize my chests early on, let's just say, what goes around comes around. I was bored and didn't have much energy left, so I socialized a bit. I also epically failed at Journey of the Prairie King. Day 6. I had a lot to bring to the museum today, so that was my first priority. I also had some geodes that I got cracked open, which equals more museum donations. I need to see Krobus at some point during this video in order to stay sane. I got a reward, which was some cauliflower seeds. Before I went and planted those, though, I bought a few more seeds that I might need for the community center, depending on which bundles I get. I go home and plant those, as well as build a scarecrow. Then I fished until almost 11, then headed back to my farm, and got seriously jump scared by monsters. After that, I decided to build a torch I can carry on me when it's dark, so that doesn't happen again. Day 7. I watered my crops like usual, then headed to the wizard's tower so I could start on the community center, and we can actually get this video going. Right after that, I grabbed the stuff I needed for the first bundle and completed it right away. I take a look at some of the other bundles I get, and when I take a look at the fish tank bundle, I ended up with the master fishing bundle. Thankfully, I'm pretty good at fishing, but this is still gonna put some extra stress on me. Then I go home and plant my reward from the foraging bundle. After that, I gathered resources for a bit and just decided to go to bed. Day 8. Today was a good luck day, so I watered my crops and decided to go to the mines. My goal was floor 20 and I was on floor 10. I actually managed to get a lot of great stuff during the run, such as some rubber boots, some gems, and even a glow ring. After that, I headed home, caught a wood skip, and went to bed. Day 9. Watering. Okay, then I decided I would go and fish and maybe catch some new fish. I went to the mines and caught 2 ghost fish. Not rare, but it's a new fish. Then I just fished some more and got taunted by bubble spots. Then I got attacked by bats and went to bed. Day 10. You get it at this point. After that, I decided to get a few things for the fish tank bundle. I managed to catch a sardine and get some stuff for the crab pot bundle. Then I finally completed the Talk to Everyone quest and gave Caroline a gift because she was right there. I only did that because I got money afterwards. Then I brought some stuff to the museum because I have to get to Krobus. Then I might have witnessed Lewis bashing his head against the wall. Then I tried to collect some materials I would need for a silo and went to bed. Day 11. I started off the day with getting a request from Robin to find her lost axe, which can wait. I have other things I have to do. I water, of course, and head to Pierre's store so I can finally get a backpack upgrade. This is going to help us so much in the mines. Then I ignored some children and fished for a while. When I got bored, I headed home and tried to wait for some monsters to spawn, and I unlocked a few secret emotes while waiting because I was bored. But they were just shy today, so I went to bed. Day 12. Pain. Okay, then I fished for a bit of the day and managed to get an ancient doll. I donated it and gave Robin her lost axe. Then I collected materials for a bit, then I went to bed. Pretty boring, uneventful day. It'll get better, I promise. Day 13. Egg Festival today. Ignoring the pain. Alright, I was able to buy 27 strawberry seeds, and as much as the decorative pitchfork was tempting me, I have to focus on the money. Then I unfortunately talked to some people and started the egg hunt, and I was on fire! I managed to get 14 eggs, so I totally destroyed Abigail. Then I got my iconic straw hat, planted my seeds, got attacked by a bat, escaped barely harmed, and walked into bed. Day 14. My forageables are done today. I harvested them and sold about half. I fished for a bit and actually remembered I had enough materials for building a silo. Let's get these 100 days going. Come on! Then I fished again, and when I returned back to the farm, I did some monster hunting and got spooked twice by wilderness golems. That was fun. Day 15, Salmonberry Day. I put off watering for a bit just to mix things up and decided to collect some salmonberries. And to make things more interesting, then I faced the pain and decided to go mining for a bit. I found a gem node and got an aquamarine. Then I just went home. I would never say this in real life, but for this game, can I please do people's jobs that they're too lazy to do? Day 16. I've been blessed! This is the best day ever! The darkness, it's incredible! So you know how to spend today? It's gonna be great, I tell you. Fishing. I caught a bunch of fish, and on my way home I showed Abigail that I am so much better at playing an instrument in the rain than her. Then I gathered some materials for a coop, got jump scared by a wilderness golem again, and went to bed. Went to bed. Day 17. Even though today was a neutral luck day, I still decided to head to the mines because I was falling behind. Normally I'm a lot farther down. I ended up finding a lot of copper and got to the dark levels. It wasn't that bad though, since I had my super awesome glow ring. I was cutting it real close when going to bed, but it was worth it since I managed to make it to floor 40. Day 18. Today was actually quite the productive day, for once. My cauliflower were ready to harvest, I watered the crops, I gathered a bunch of things to donate to the museum and community center. I managed to complete a bundle and got some normal speed grow as a reward. I also donated a bunch of fish to the fish tank. Then I went to the museum and donated a hand. I got some seeds and a standing geode as my rewards. I went home and planted my ancient seed since I needed one of those for a bundle. I wonder if it gave me a bunch of hard bundles this time because it knows how good of a Stardew Valley player I am. Probably not. Then I collected some more wood and went to get my coop built. Then I went around and gathered some stuff for a little extra money, got stalked by a slime, and went to bed, and actually managed to make some money. Day 19. Today I got a request from Jody for a cauliflower, so I watered my crops and gave her the cauliflower. I was expecting a little more gold than that, but whatever. Then I just fished for a bit and remembered that the traveling merchant was there today, so I got another starfruit seed and a rhubarb seed just in case I'll need it. Then I went to bed. Day 20. I watered crops, gathered some food, and the copper bars I need for an axe upgrade, and headed out. I didn't realize until I got to Clint's that I did not actually have my axe on me. So I had to run home, grab that, go back, pay for an upgrade, then I headed to the mines. I really need a better weapon at some point because these slimes are getting to me, literally. I managed to get some jades and iron ore, but nothing out of the ordinary. Then I got home, walked into bed, and saw a UFO! Day 21. My coop was ready today. Apparently I got money from making Robin build my coop. Then I harvested all my strawberries that were ready, watered my crops, and headed down to buy my first chicken. I also checked in at the traveling merchant, but there wasn't anything of interest. Then I bought my first chicken, because Marnie was actually there for once. Named it Cinnamon because I was totally out of name ideas, even though I never had any to begin with. Cut some hay, and put some stuff in the shipping bin. Then I witnessed a vampire coming to Pierre's shop. I mean, don't you have to invite a vampire in? So it's Pierre's fault. Then I headed down to the museum and donated more stuff. I got an actually pretty nice looking painting as a reward. I talked to a few people, which I didn't like. Then I went home and crafted a mayonnaise maker so I could start making money from my chicken right away. Then I went to bed. Day 22. Today my copper axe is ready. But before I could pick that up, chores, of course. Why do I have to do everyone's chores? I never asked for this. I managed to craft 2 tappers that I put on maple trees so I could get syrup to make bee houses. Look at me, thinking for the future, preparing. It was getting late and I was low on energy, so I decided to do some monster hunting. Day 23. Rainy day, woo! I decided to go to the mines today because it seemed like a while since I'd been there. Ugh, remind me to upgrade my pickaxe soon. I didn't get anything that interesting, but I did make it to floor 50, so I got some tundra boots. Then I headed home and got stalked by a wilderness golem. Day 24. Ugh, flower dance. Then I witnessed the weirdest dance ever. Then I went home and went to bed and had nightmares about that dance. Day 26. I basically fished today. Day 27. I woke up and watered my one crop that needed watering. Then I brought a bunch of stuff to the community center, but unfortunately did not complete any bundles. Then I just collected wood for the beach bridge for the rest of the day. I ended up getting level 5 in foraging, and I obviously picked Gatherer. Day 28. Last day of spring. It was a good luck day, so I decided to spend it in the mines. I managed to get down to floor 60. I even got a lead pipe and found a diamond. I also did some insane monster battling. I'm pretty proud of myself for that. Day 29. First day of summer. I woke up and cleared the area I was planning to plant stuff in. Then I headed to Pierre's and spent a ton of money on seeds. But it will be worth it. We will be the richest, coolest, and the one and only farmer in town. Then I went home and planted and watered. If watering was getting to me before, well, I don't even want to think about it now. I just spent the rest of the day gathering copper ore for a pickaxe upgrade. Day 30. I woke up and watering seriously got to me today. Then I took care of my chicken because I realized that I had forgotten about it a little bit. So I gave it some food. I spent the rest of the day collecting wood for various things. Day 31. I really wanted to go mining today, but my pickaxe wasn't ready yet. So I just slayed some monsters and did a bit of dust sprite farming. Day 32. I woke up, died, then got to build a bee house, and I apparently got an achievement for that. Then I headed into town and picked up my copper pickaxe. And to prepare for the time during the summer when more forageables wash up on shore, I fixed the bridge. Then I fished for the rest of the day and caught a sturgeon and a rainbow trout. Also, I just needed a spiceberry for the summer forageables bundle, so after a while of searching, I managed to find one. When heading back to my farm, I was expecting to see some green slimes, but to my surprise, there were blue slimes. After a long and eventful day, I headed to bed. Day 33. I watered, of course, and then dropped off a ton of stuff at the community center. Then I realized that my reward was to plant and water more seeds. Then I brought a bunch of donations to the museum. If I'm going to have to do this much watering, I really need to see Krobus. Then I went home and planted some of my seeds and took care of my chicken, and I just decided to hang out at the saloon for the rest of the day. Day 34. I have accepted my fate. Okay, then I headed to the mines and spent the rest of the day slaying monsters. Day 35. Today, I watered. Then I gave Linus a gift, because why not, then spent the rest of the day mining and dust sprite farming. Day 36. Today was a good luck day, so I decided to head to the mines. After watering, of course. In the mines, I managed to finally get a magnet ring, and I got a sword. I also reached level 80 of the mines and got a claymore. Then I went home and went to bed. Day 37. Today was a great day. It was raining and it was a good luck day, so I headed to the mines. And I got so much great stuff today. I found the mushroom floor and it had a ton of mushrooms in it. Then I managed to get so many gems I needed, and since I had gotten to level 5 in mining and picked the geologist perk, I got 2 of some, like the diamond. Then I headed home and put some stuff in the shipping bin. Day 38. I watered my crops and then was able to complete the treasure hunter bundle and got a reward, which was a lucky lunch. That's actually a pretty good reward. Then I completed the 2,500 gold bundle right away and got some chocolate cake. Then I fished for the rest of the day and got the first cutscene with Linus. It's weird because I never actually seen this one in summer. I normally see it in spring. But this is my extra antisocial run, so I've barely talked to anyone. Day 39. Today was the Luau, and I had no idea what to bring. After looking through a bunch of stuff, I decided to bring a silver quality radish. I then headed down to the beach. I bought a little decoration at the shop, but I didn't want to spend too much. Then I put the radish in the soup, and the governor actually thought it was pretty good. But I'm honestly still a little scared because look at that color. Day 40. Today was a good luck day, so I decided to go mining. Again. I finally got to floor 100 and got a star drop. And what I put as my favorite thing kind of made me laugh. Then I headed home. Day 41. Today was great. My melons were ready, so I harvested those and planted some more. Then I collected some forageables from the beach because it was that time when the ocean was green and more stuff would wash up on shore. Then I fished for a bit and got jump scared by Emily. Then I headed home and put a ton of stuff in the bin and went to bed and pretty much doubled the amount of gold I had overnight. Day 42. My first harvest of blueberries were ready. After that, I crafted a bunch of different things and started smelting a lot of iron and gold bars to build sprinklers. Then I went to the mines and tried to get more copper, but I didn't get much. Then I went to bed. Day 43. I watered, then decided to complete the 10,000 gold bundle for the vault. Then I went and got a bunch of geodes processed. It was going good. I was getting some new stuff. Then it was going great because I got some iridium ore. Then you'll never guess what I got. A prismatic shard! This was incredible. I was so happy. I then went and donated everything that was new except the prismatic shard, because that was going straight into getting the galaxy sword. After that, I was bored, so I tried looking for Leah to complete a request, but I gave up because she doesn't deserve her grapes anyways. And then I just harvested some stuff from the beach. Then I went back to my farm and chopped some wood. Day 44. I woke up and watered, but the amount I have to water gets smaller every day since I've been grinding crafting sprinklers. After that, I completed the summer crops bundle and went to chop trees for a bit. I managed to collect enough sap to finish the sticky bundle, so I completed that too. Then I went home and went to bed. Day 45. Watering. And then I decided to go mining. I was actually able to reach floor 110 and got a new sword. Day 46. I started the day by harvesting my blueberries and watering crops. Then I went and bought a lot of copper ore because I really didn't want to go grind for it, and I wanted to be able to craft some more furnaces. Then I dropped off stuff at the museum and got an achievement saying I donated 40 artifacts. That means only 20 more and then I get to see Krobus! Then I chopped wood for the rest of the day. Day 47, I watered. Then I went to Robin's to get my barn built because I would need milk from cows for a bundle. I was pretty low on money after that, so I went fishing for the rest of the day. Day 48. Today was a good luck day, so I headed to the mines and finally got to the bottom. I got my skull key and headed to the saloon to do a bit of celebratory Junimo carting. Just admire my skills in Junimo cart. Day 49. I went to the mines again today and tried to get more iron and gold ore. I didn't get that much, but I was able to find the mushroom floor and it had so many mushrooms on it. I went home and went to bed and made about 4,000 gold. Day 50. I had another harvest of blueberries today. Then I went and completed some bundles and cracked open a bunch of geodes. I also upgraded my pickaxe and donated the new minerals I got to the museum. I decided I wanted to fish some more, and I was like, I should get a new fishing rod. So I did just that. I also spent some time in the secret woods. Day 51. Up for another day of fishing? Day 52. I watered and then went to get a cow. I didn't know what to name it, so I randomized it, and, this is my cow's name. I also got another cow, because why not? Then I went to go fish, and I changed my music. Wait, Stardew Valley isn't my life? It's just on my computer? My life is a lie! I managed to catch some stonefish and even an ice pip then. Day 53. I got a request in the mail from George to give him a hot pepper that he can rub on his knee. What? So I decided to complete the melon quest by giving Demetrius the melon he needed, and gave George his hot pepper and got out of there real fast. I did not need to see George put that on his knee. I was bored, so I bought 3 ice creams and gave them to the first 3 people I saw while walking left. Then I stayed up late and hunted for monsters. Day 54. Today was finally a stormy day. I would finally be able to get the battery pack I needed. Then I harvested my blueberries and tried to grind in the mines. It wasn't that successful, but I did get 3 diamonds. Day 55. I got my battery pack I needed and completed the boiler room. Then I watched a Junimo probably swear at me and added a star to the thing. I don't know what to call it. I didn't know what to do for the rest of the day, so I tried decorating a little bit. But it's kind of hard to decorate when you're not in that decorating mood, so I ended up with whatever this is supposed to be. I went down to the beach to collect stuff, then put it in the bin and went to bed. Day 56. It was the last day of summer, so I harvested my crops for the last time and rearranged my sprinklers so that they'd be ready for fall crops. It was the dance of the Moonlight jelly, so I really didn't want to go to bed, so I waited until it was time and headed to the beach. Then I enjoyed a peaceful night watching the jellyfish. Day 57. First day of the best season. I hoed all the ground that I was going to plant on and headed to Pierre's to buy a ton of seeds. After I went on my spending spree, I went home and planted and had to water all those seeds. Thankfully, this will be my last day of watering. Then I went to bed because I was completely out of energy. Day 58. No watering today, woo! I was heading to the community center and I unlocked the special order board. Robin also called out Lewis and they talked about my farm a bit. That was kind of funny. Then I grinded for bone fragments for the rest of the day. Day 59. Bone fragment grinding. Day 60. I finished my bone fragment grinding today, and I was slaying some dust sprites, and you'll never guess what happened. I got another prismatic shard. Hey, maybe I can do magic after all if I'm summoning all these prismatic shards. After that, I decided to donate this prismatic shard to the museum and got a good chunk of cash from those bone fragments. So I went and completed the 25,000 gold vault bundle. Day 61. Today was super eventful. I woke up and got ready to go to the desert. I got my awesome galaxy sword and met Sandy. Then I spent the rest of the day in Skull Cavern and got to floor 26 on the first day. I think that's a new record for me. I normally only get to floor 2 on the first day. Then I went home and put all my new stuff in my chests. Day 62. Today I had one goal, and that was to get to the 60 artifact mark so I could get the rusty key and see Krobus. I donated some more artifacts I got from geodes today and realized I was only 1 away from 60. So I collected a few magma geodes, and when I cracked open my last one, I got a new mineral. Then I donated that and headed home and went to bed eagerly awaiting the next day. Day 63. Oh yes! I got the rusty key, and I went straight to the sewers and got to see Krobus. I also gave him a horseradish because I need Krobus to live with me as soon as freaking possible. After that, I fished for most of the day and managed to catch the angler. Why is it this easy? I'm not complaining, but it's kind of... Then I bought a fish tank to display my angler in. When I got home, I smelled a ton of iron bars and went to bed. Day 64. I got to harvest cranberries today. After that, I got a request from Linus to find his blackberry basket and did some blackberry harvesting myself. Of course, I talked to Krobus and picked up a special order to catch midnight carp, which I later on forgot about. I just decided to wrap up the day after that. Day 65. I did a lot of chopping down trees today, not gonna lie. Then I talked to Krobus because that should be obvious at this point. And I went to the mines and did some dust sprite farming on an infested floor. Day 66. I started my day with going to Marnie's and giving her the amaranth she needed for some reason. And fun fact, I actually hate amaranth in real life. I got to 2 hearts with Marnie apparently, so I picked up Lewis's underwear and went to give it to him right away. That is one item I really don't need in my possession. I spent the rest of the day fishing. Day 67. I wanted to be able to get a barn upgrade today because after that I wanted to upgrade it again at some point so I can start getting pigs. So I gathered some more wood so I'd have enough and paid for my upgrade. I had a single piece of wood left after that, so I gathered a bit more so that the piece wouldn't be lonely. Then I spent some time in the mines and went into the Adventurers Guild to check where my monster goals are at. And apparently Gil had a reward for me. Yep, this is what a completely normal and sane human being wears. Day 68. Today I felt the urge to do a skull cavern run. I think it was because I was listening to some really awesome music. I prepared by crafting a ton of explosive ammo and then went to the desert. I actually had a good run for it, being only the second time I've been to Skull Cavern. I also even managed to get some cloth from the mummies. After a long day in the caverns, I went home and went to bed. Day 69. We're going to treat this day as any other day, okay? Emily was at my door this morning and told me that I could now use her sewing machine, because if I had before, she probably would have sent Haley after me. Then I harvested my cranberries and went down to buy a goat. I had no idea what to name it, so I randomized it, and I'm honestly kind of concerned at this point. Then I was able to complete the garden bundle, and I decided to play some Junimo Kart because I was bored. Day 70. My pumpkins were ready. I harvested them all and sold some. Then when I was heading to Pierre's shop, I got Abigail's 2-heart cutscene. I actually really liked this one because of the interactive part where you play Prairie King with her. And apparently she made a dirty joke after. Abigail, there is a reason I love getting Krobus as a roommate instead of marrying someone stupid. What's kind of ironic is that right after that cutscene, I ran to give Krobus a gold star pumpkin. Then I just wandered around for the rest of the day and managed to snag some stuff from a train when it passed by. Then I went to bed and made a good amount of gold that night. Day 71. I talked to some people and decided to make myself a new shirt. Still overalls though. Then I went to give Sandy a gift because it was her birthday. I actually remembered someone's birthday for once. For the rest of the day, I collected wood for a future barn upgrade. Day 72. Today was the fair and I had my items ready. The first thing I did was beat the strength game. Then I headed to the display area and set up my garage display. Then I go and look around a bit and see Clint's display, which has a sword in it. I doubt he made that himself. He probably stole it from the Adventurers Guild or me. Then I go to the fortune teller and they apparently don't understand me at all. Fortune teller, not everyone needs to date and marry someone in this stupid town. Then, I got first place. I beat Pierre in year 1. I got 1,000 star tokens as a reward and started playing some carnival games to get some more so I could get some prizes. I got a star drop, which reminded me of nothing apparently. Then, I just had to get the turnip head scarecrow. I mean, it's a reference to Howl's Moving Castle. A weird movie, but a good one. Day 73. I spent the first half of today in the mines. Then I decided to get my deluxe barn upgrade. I wanted to have the pigs grow up during winter so they would make profit starting right away in the spring for around the start of 200 days of Stardew Valley. Only a few people want me to do a 200 days of Stardew Valley, of course. Then I crafted some seed makers and grinded up a bunch of old crops. Day 74. Cranberries again. Why is it so satisfying to harvest these? Also, when did this get here? Anyways, after that, I went to the mines to gather a lot of gold ore because over winter I planned on crafting even more sprinklers. Then, after that long day, I went home and went to bed. Day 75. I got a request from Caroline for a pumpkin, so I decided to go give her that. But on my way of heading over there, I stopped off at the traveling merchant and got a rare seed for 600 gold. Less than it usually is. Then I got my first pig and randomized the name, and this has gotten to the point where it is concerning. Then I have to wait forever for Caroline to get out of her tea room. So this is just my house now. Once she gets out, I give her that pumpkin and talk to her, which boosts her up to 2 hearts. So I go into her tea room, which she magically teleports back into, and this is the reason why I don't like befriending the townspeople. After that weird experience, I go and get a special order quest, which is what I focus on for the rest of the day. Day 76. Today wasn't that fun. I just collected stuff from the beach, upgraded my pickaxe, and tried to get some bone fragments in the mines. Day 77. I checked the traveling merchant. There was iridium ore, but I could just go to the skull caverns now, and iridium ore was super expensive. After that, I randomly decided I want to build a fish pond, so I grabbed materials to do that, and, well, did it. Then I tried catching a lava eel, and, well, it was successful twice! I also caught a ton of trash. Then I just went home and walked into bed. Haven't used that one in a while. Day 78. I chopped down some trees and went to get my gold pickaxe. Then I cared for my animals. If you're wondering why today was so short, it's because my game crashed 3 times when I was trying to record this day before. So I didn't really want to record this over and over again. Day 79. I harvested, and because I wanted money right away, I was going to sell my crops to Pierre. While waiting for Pierre's shop to open, I went to give Krobus a gold star pumpkin. Then, once Pierre's stupid shop opened, I sold my stuff and went to collect wood for a house upgrade for the rest of the day. Day 80. I went to get my house upgrade today, but I had to wait for Robin's house to open, so, I kind of destroyed her front yard. After that, I went and gave Krobus a gift again, because I need him to be my roommate. I tried catching the mutant carp after that, but I didn't even manage to get it on the line even once. Then a literal trash can scared the crap out of me. But I did get a cool hat out of the deal, so I guess it's fine now. Then I grabbed my pumpkin juice, which was finally done, and completed the brewer's bundle. That means I get my greenhouse before winter. Day 81. We are so close to being done. I took care of my animals and gathered fruit from my cave. Then I tried to grind for some coal, but I really didn't want to do that. So I just spent the rest of my money on coal and went to bed very early so I could get some crop harvests. Day 82. Another short day. I took care of my animals and went to the traveling merchant. I bought a scorpion carp because I was too lazy to go and catch it by myself. Then I went home and went to bed. Day 83. I had to wait the whole day for the Spirits Eve festival, so I spent the whole day in the mines. Then I got my free 2,500 gold and went home. Day 84. It was the last day of fall, so I cut all the remaining grass so I'd have feed for my animals over the winter. I then went and gave Krobus a gift and remembered that his birthday was tomorrow. I ended fall by completing the master fishing bundle, in which it gave me a dish of the sea. I probably could have used that to catch the lava eel. Day 85. I got a cutscene with Evelyn about garden pots, and then I checked my mail and got a letter from Krobus. That is literally the most wholesome thing ever. Then I got a cutscene with the shadow monster, which I don't think is Krobus, even though a lot of people think it is. I ran after it and got my magnifying glass. I gave Krobus his birthday gift, and that got him all the way up to 6 hearts. Then I went to upgrade my hoe, and I tried looking for a crocus, but I couldn't find any. Day 86. I continued my search for a crocus today, and I actually found one. I headed straight down to the community center and finished off the crafts room. Then I accepted a special order about fishing trash, and I think I know where I can get a good load of trash. Day 87. I got my copper hoe, which means I can finally plant the winter seeds I got. I fished for trash for the special order for the rest of the day, and I managed to complete it. Day 88. I got a thank you note from Linus, which contained the crafting recipe for fiber seeds. Then I smelted a ton of bars. Day 89. only right after I went to bed did I realize I was not recording. But I just did some farm chores today, so you didn't miss much at all. Day 90. We are so close. I can't believe I made it this far. Well, I have to believe it, because I did get to see Krobus, and he is keeping me sane. I got a request to give Emily an amethyst in the mail, so I decided to go do that. But I didn't have 2 hearts with Emily yet, so I had to wait until noon for her to leave her room. So in the meantime, I gathered forageables from the beach. Then I finally gave the amethyst to her. Day 91. I remembered that I unlocked the quarry, so I decided to head up there and see if there was any mystic stones awaiting me. Before that, we got a cutscene of Linus slowly freezing to death. Linus, about that water feeling good. There wasn't anything interesting in the quarry, so I wrapped up the day by giving a pumpkin to Krobus. Day 92. Ice fishing competition today. I went right there and got a pumpkin soup, and I was feeling confident for the fishing competition. But it is rigged, I tell you. It only let me hook a fish like 3 times. The rest it just gave me green algae. What in the... I tried 3 times. I reset the day 3 times. And each time it gave me the same result of letting me catch a few fish, and all the rest was green algae. After the 3rd attempt, I gave up. I'd have to wait a year for my sailor's hat. Day 93. I got to harvest from my fish pond today and chop wood for the rest of the day. Then I went to bed. Not a very eventful day. Day 94. Today my forageables were done, so I made some more. Then Caroline sent me a cauliflower, which I then ground up. Yep. Day 95. I gave Krobus a gift today and then wandered around because I was bored and I didn't really feel like doing anything else. Day 96. We are so close. I got a request from the wizard, so I headed down to give him a void essence. On the way there, I stopped in at the traveling merchant and bought a dark bookcase. I don't like reading, but it's a dark bookcase. Then I upgraded my hoe again and spent some time in the mines since it felt like forever since I had done that. Day 97. I took care of my animals and harvested from my fish pond. They wanted 2 maple syrups, but I didn't feel like getting that right now. Also, I know I'm going through these days a little quicker. I feel like I've already taken enough time out of your day. Day 98. I forgot to record this day, but I took care of my animals and picked up my steel hoe. Then I spent the rest of the day mining. Day 99. I cared for my animals since it was winter. I wanted to pay more attention to my animals, considering I kind of forgot about them during other seasons. I gave the sturgeon one of the maple syrups they requested because it was right there. I then tried to decorate my house a bit more, but it's hard without the furniture catalog. Day 100. This was it. I did it. I spent 100 days in Stardew Valley. I woke up and walked out onto my farm and admired everything I had done. I got in a fully upgraded barn and even got a pig with a questionable name. I had grind-crafted sprinklers, I had built a fish pond, unlocked the sewers, and met Krobus. I was quite proud of my progress, if I'm being honest. I know I'm not the best Stardew player, but I really hope you enjoyed these 100 days. I started thinking of everything I could do in 200 days, but I guess that's up to you. If you want 200 days, comment down below, and while you're at it, comment down below something you'd want to see me complete in my 200 days. If it's reasonable, I might do it. Anyways, I can't thank you enough for watching this video. I spent so much time on this, so it really does mean a lot to me. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a like and maybe even subscribe, if it's a good day. I do a lot of Stardew Valley content, as well as drawing and occasional random videos. Anyways, I'll